Halfway home in the Castrol GTX Cup Series season is this very race here. Season as race stop number 16 on the season brings us back to Daytona International Speedway, back where it all began for the Daytona 500. It's the season 30. It's the season 36 Pepsi 400, the 16th stop of the 31 race season. As we said, for 24 laps around this 2.5-mile high banked racetrack here at Daytona International Speedway under the lights. Going to be a great race here today. On the pole is car number 22, Mitchell Hodak, with a speed of 184 miles per hour. He's alongside car 43, Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac. Sits alongside row 2, car 28, the Texaco Haviland Ford of Keith Batson, winner this season at Rockingham. He's flanked by car number 6, going for the Daytona sweep, Paul Minnick in the Valvoline Ford. He won the Daytona 500 on this very same track. Going to row number 3, it's car number 5. It is Austin Reed in the Tide Chevrolet. Beside him is car number 4, the only two-time winner of the season so far, and points leader coming in this event, Mitchell Hodak. Or not Mitchell Hodak, excuse me, Eric Monaco, sorry about that. And car number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet. He won a season at Richmond and again at Michigan, the last race we brought to you on the tour. Row number 4, it's car 26, Tori Gossett in the Quaker State Ford, and number 21, it is Quentin Moore, the Citgo Ford. He won a season at North Wilkesboro. Next row down is car number 30, the Zachary Fitzwater in the Pennzoil Pontiac. And number 18, Noah Sewell in the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Next row down is number 25. That is the car driven by Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet. And number 42, Kyle Matthews, the winner of the season at Darlington in the Meliella Pontiac. Next row, number 17, that is the car of Reggie Fogelman in the Western Auto Chevrolet. And number 94, the Sunoco Ultra Ford of Dylan Poteet. He's driving a Ford at this race. He'll be bringing this car back for the last round. That's time this season at Talladega. Next row, number 16, Ali Liliara in the Keystone Beer Ford, and number 33, that is Nathan Orman in the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 15, Aubrey Scott, who won a season in the 600 at Charlotte. Flanking Aubrey outside is car number 90, the winner of the season at Pocono, Caleb Fogler. Next row down has number 1, Trent Dunham, who won Riverside this season, and beside him, the Martinsville winner, Jessica Shelton, the Budweiser Ford. Both Jessica and Trent carrying in-car cameras in today's race. Next row down has number 49, that is Tito McCoy, the Ameritron Batteries Chevrolet, and number 3, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, winner this season at Sonoma on the road course. Next row, number 66, the winner of the last plate race we brought to you on the tour at Talladega. It is Raphael Leduc in the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Ford. Beside him, number 12, the Rebesses Ford of Christian Bracken, sitting alongside. Next row down is number 68, another Ford. That is Ben Cohen in the Country Time Ford, car 68. And number 7, the Hooters Ford of Lyle Austin. Next row down is number 55, Alexander Rowe in the Jasper Engines Ford. And number 52, Seth Cole in the Hurley Limo Ford. He won this season at Atlanta. Next row down has Dylan Young, the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. He won a season at Dover. And number 10, Andrew Miller in the Purelator Chevrolet, excuse me. Next row down is number 9, Cody McGurk in the Melling Performance Ford. And number 8, the Snickers Ford of Joshua Osborne. Next row down, number 71, winner this season at Bristol. That is Charles Sanford in the Big Apple Market Chevrolet, coming from way out back. It's going to be exciting to see Charles try to make his way through the field. And Laura Chung in car 75, the Raymont Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 83, John Andrews, and number 98, Ryan Brommer. And starting shotgun is Wes McCoy in car 48, the Rumpel Furniture Pontiac. And we should mention, too, we mentioned Jessica Shelton and Trent Dunham has in-car cameras in today's event, as does our third-place starter, Keith Batson. He also carrying an in-car camera in today's race here at the Pepsi 400. So, 24 laps of distance here today, as we'll get set to go racing here today. Under the lights, the air is electric because of the crowd who is on their feet. Here comes the command to fire them up.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Man, give them the party engines as we're set racing here today at Daytona International Speedway. Halfway for the season brings us back to where it all began on the season during the Daytona 500. But we're shortening the race by 30 laps, or shortening the race by 6 laps, I should say. Pace car looks good off the pit road. We'll be back for start the race right after this. Well, if you notice, Keith Batson has now been moved up to the front row starting position right here because for the second race in a row, the pole sitter has got problems with the car. This time it's Mitchell Hodak. The 22 car has got problems there. You see it on the inside, the Maxwell House Ford. He'll be diving on the pit road along with the pace car as they come to the start-finish line here to get the green flag. So 36 cars, just like at Michigan, 36 cars will take off on the green flag. And the green flag flies for the Pepsi 400. And boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls. We saw how fast these cars got up to speed at Talladega Super Speedway in the Winston 500. To see if the same thing happens today at Daytona. And they're up to 173 miles an hour in the middle of turns 1 and 2. And 181 miles an hour off the second corner here at Daytona as they come down the backstretch here. And look at them fan out. 2 cars on the apron, Tori Gossett and the 25 car of Colin Cropley. They're going to make a 3 wide through the middle of 3 and 4 right there for the top spot. And it's going to be the quicker state for Tori Gossett trying to go for the top, trying to lead the first lap from the 7th starting position. And Cropley says, no way, Tori, I want to lead the first lap. And he does, I think. Well, let's see who they get that lap to. And Mitchell Hodak had a camshaft problem. That's what knocked him out of the race from the pole position. And they gave Tori Gossett the first lap. So first lap tied at 176.422 miles an hour. But don't get used to that pace because they are already over 190 miles an hour right now. And they're backstretching anyways. Now remember in the 500 we saw 4 wide a couple of times. And it caused a big crash. I think on the first lap of the 500, if I'm not mistaken. I know it caused the crash. I know it caused the crash on the first lap of one of the 125 qualifiers. Cropley leads the second lap of this race here at Daytona. So they come down the front stretch now. Aubrey Scott pulls in behind. The second lap, 193.428 miles an hour. So you saw how fast and competitive they were at Michigan, the last race on the tour, which we had a tremendous event in that race. Daytona, it's going to look to be a little bit more the same here, except they're going to be a lot more faster than they were at Michigan. They were running over 180 at that racetrack, 180 to 185 miles an hour, nearly 185. So come out the fourth corner now here. Aubrey Scott leads them down, but here comes the 30 car. Zachary Fitzwater to the low side, and that Pennzoil Punnick there he is, pulls in behind the red number 15 of Aubrey Scott. Aubrey led that last time by, and now Fitzwater goes inside with Kyle Matthews behind him, along with, I should say, 2 of the members of We the Coasters now behind him. Kyle Matthews in the 42 and Dylan Young in the 2. Matthews has won at Daytona before, as has also Dylan Young, but both the wins came in the Daytona 500. They never won the 400 before. That may change tonight, but we still got 20 laps remaining in this race when they come to the start-finish line. So you never know what happens at Daytona. Well, any time we go to Daytona or Talladega, you never know what happens. And that last time by, Fitzwater led by just inches at the line. And now they're going to be 3 wide, about what? 6, 7 rows deep, I think? And I counted the high side about 6 rows deep of 3 wide. Well, 30. No, if they'd have been 30 wide, they'd be wrecking. But, speaking of wrecks, we're going to see one for the lead here. 4 wide now. Here comes Raphael LeDuc to the low side. Dylan Young in a vulnerable spot there through turns number 3 and 4. Oh, brother. Whew. How in the world did they make it through? I thought for a second they were sure going to wreck come off turn number 4. But Raphael LeDuc led the last time by, and now Quentin Moore dives inside. He'll take the lead away, or try to take the lead away, and now Mike Becker who started this race outside pole in second position. Boy, look at this pack of cars there. They are strewn all over the place on the backstretch here. Now they're going to be 4 wide again. This time Cody McGurk, Ben Cohen, Caleb Fogler, and Trent Dunham. Oh gosh, this is going to be horrible. 4 wide coming to the start finish line here. That is Cohen and Fogler. They are touching a little bit going through across the start finish line. And Nathan Orman, I would not go 4 wide if I were you, Nathan. And apparently he listened to me because he backed off right there. I thought they were going to be 4 wide all the way through turns number 1 and 2. We're going to have a big crash come off that second corner. And I seriously don't think we're far away from a first caution flag because they are trying to cause a caution right now through the 3rd and 4th turns right now. As Charles Sammer, oh, he got John Andrews a little bit loose and almost knocked him right into the 18 car of Noah Sewell. Now Cole Deaver in the eye of the storm along with Tori Gossett in 26. We're going to keep our eye on this right there because, I mean, this is the eye of the storm right now. 4 wide off turn number 2. And they are using every inch of that racetrack there. This track is 40 feet wide, and these cars are making it 39 and a half. Dylan Young led the last time by. We're not watching the battle for the lead there, and now it's Ben Cohen versus Quentin Moore for the top spot for the line. Or no, Cody McGurk and Ben Cohen, excuse me, on that one. And Cody McGurk led the last time by over Cohen with Orman in 3rd position now. My goodness, this is racing here, guys. This is real racing. Heading into the 3rd turn now here as 4-car Eric Monaco trying to go 2 in a row. They're trying to become the first driver to win back-to-back races. He won Michigan. The last race we brought to you on the tour where they're trying to do the same thing Ernie Irvin did with this car in 1992 in the 400, and that was win the race. Let's check the fastest laps race so far. Caleb Fogler currently has the fastest lap so far, 195.088 miles per hour. Seth Cole is also at 195. Rest of the cars down the bottom from 3rd to 10 over 194 miles an hour. But boy, they are cranking them up here at Daytona for sure. Cody McGurk led the last time by, and now here comes car number 3. Cole Deaver takes the Dale Earnhardt colors up to the top spot, looking to get hit. Looking at here. And let's remember, Cole Deaver was a Daytona 500 winner last season, and I was looking to get a Pepsi 400 win. And Deaver led the last time by just inches over Tori Gossett and Seth Cole, who now is going to take the lead into turn number 1. And move car 52 to the top spot. Seth Cole in the Hurley Limo Ford. Alexander Rowe to the low side. We were just talking about Caleb Fogler a minute ago. That number 90 car. There he is. And that red, white, and blue number 90. The winner at Pocono. Looking to become the 2nd driver to win 2 races this season. Here. Alexander Rowe, low side. Freedom Village coming on board this car for the plate races of Daytona and Talladega. And like I said, a lot of those drivers will bring their Fords back. Some of those drivers will bring their Fords back for Talladega, which is 2 races from now for the Die Hard 500. Backstretch they come here. Caleb Fogler and Charles Sanford down the low side now as they go up underneath both Deaver and Gossett. Now they get Monaco and Rowe. And Deaver squeezes him from between both Charles Sanford and Kyle Matthews. $12 down and 12 to go at Daytona. They're averaging almost 192 miles an hour, 191.968 miles an hour after 12 laps of this event. And all its speeds of over 194 to 195 miles an hour around this racetrack here. And remember, they were doing well over 200 at Talladega with these cars as well too. Daytona, similar track to Talladega though, but a little bit different characteristics when it comes to these cars. For one thing, Daytona has a tighter turn 4 than Talladega does, obviously. Christian Bracken trying to sneak his way through the field right now. The number 12 Ray Bessis Ford dives underneath the 55 car of Alexander Rowe. That's for position, obviously. All the cars still on the lead lap. Well, all of them still running, I should say, on the lead lap. And White and Cody McGurk and Noah Sewell going way down the inside lane. The 9 and the 18 cars both, as they are trying to move up for the top 5. But I was going to say, 1.72 seconds between first and 36th in the field, with Seth Cole leading him down. 10 laps to go in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Noticing several cars having to back off the throttle a little bit right there. No, Laura Chung to the left side. Is she going to make it 4 deep? Nope, she's not. She thought better of it. But I'm noticing several cars having to back off the throttle a little bit, going into the corners now, and especially going into turn number 1 the last time by us. Now Sanford and Matthews goes low side, and Charles just inched out Seth of the line to lead that lap. And now Kyle Matthews decides to stick the Mello Pontiac up front. Boy, just incredible racing here at Daytona as you jump inside with Keith Batson in the Davey Allison colors. You heard Keith having to back off the throttle going into turn 3. Coming up behind Colin Cropley in car number 25. The Kodiak Chevrolet truck and gave him a bit of a bump. And there's the view from Jessica Shelton's point of view. 197 miles an hour to turn number. Whoa, and just what you saw, just speed on Jessica. 178 miles an hour. She backed way up and she ran to the back of Joshua Osborne. Stuck on the high side. Jessica was 27th the last time by. And there's Trent Dunham's view. Dunham back in the back. He's running 35th right now. Ryan Brommer almost cut right in front of Trent, just about took a nose off that Skull Oldsmobile. Wait, they are backing off going into number 1. I don't know if I've ever seen that before at Daytona. In the 400, they didn't back it off at all. They didn't back off at all in the 500. So strange set of circumstances right there. And oh no, Keith Batson's going to try to make it 4 wide through turns number 1 and 2, 3 and 4, I should say. What turns are we in, Qualls? Anyway, but they come to the start finish line. Laura Chung in 75. She leads them now down with 6 laps remaining. Austin Reed to second. Third is Cropley. Cropley, a Daytona 500 winner in season 34. So Croppley, you know, would like to get a 400 win himself, and Keith Badson. Another driver trying to win his second race of the season. Kyle Matthews trying to win his second. Eric Monaco potentially become the first 3-time winner this season so far. He's won 2 this season. As I mentioned, he won Michigan and Richmond. But there's plenty of racing left to go. They're going to be down now to 5 laps to go. And if you're inside these cars, you better just pray you're in the right spot. As we always say in the plate races, this is where here the best spot to be, the best spot you can put yourself in any given day is to put yourself in a position to win, and then let the rest dictate the outcome. And another thing I always say at the plate races, so you paid your money, now take your choice. Who do you think's going to win this race? And Aubrey Scott tries to squeeze out, tries to run at the middle of the track right there. Now Keith Badson inside. Whoa, he just pushed Laura Chung up the track. 4 to go. Matthews pulls in behind Keith Badson. Chung's got a strong car. She is pulling away a little bit right there. Cropley not letting her get far ahead in that number 25 car. Hendrick cars on the outside, the 25 and the 5. And now another car way down the bottom. The bottom that is Caleb Fogler. He's got the push from Tori Gossett in car 26. And she's got that black number 3 behind her, Cole Deaver. Three laps to go. Boy, what are they gonna do? And what are they gonna do in these last few laps here? Through turns number 1 and 2, Matthews jumps out in front right now. Fogler makes it 3 deep down the low side. Tori Gossett, is she gonna stick with Fogler? I'm not so sure right there. Deaver pulls in behind the 26 car again here. Monaco was up on the high side, cuts back down low off turn number 4. 2 laps to go. Matthews by a bumper led that lap. This is all for the whole enchilada at Daytona right there. They'll be coming down for the white flag. This time by here at Daytona. Checkers records. Here comes Fogler. Way down the bottom of the track. Car number 90. He's got no help. He does now at Deaver though. Keith Badson out in front. Matthews second. Monaco trying for third as they come up the 4th turn now. It'll be the white flag. This time by 1 more lap remaining in the Pepsi 400. Matthews stays on the high side right there. That spoiled the... In the turn number 1 they come here. Keith Badson and Eric Monaco side by side on the 2nd turn. Backstretch now. What are you going to do? Deaver and Fogler's going to push each other here down the backstretch. Keith Badson's going to lead him off into turn 3. Fogler now in the 2nd position. What's he going to do off the 4th corner? Off the 4th turn they come here. Ford's 1st and 2nd as they come to the start finish line. Fogler ducks to the inside of Badson. They're side by side to the line. It is Caleb Fogler winning the Pepsi 400. Or did I just blooper on that one? Yes, Fogler did not win this race. They're saying Keith Badson did. And it is Keith Badson. My mistake on that one. Keith Badson wins the Pepsi 400. Oh my God. I thought Fogler had him at the line. Unbelievable. Probably the closest Daytona finish we ever had in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And it is indeed official. Keith Batson wins the Pepsi 400. What was the margin? 1/1000th of a second at the line between the 28 and the 90. We're going to have to look at that again. Unreal. Batson had to fight like a badger on that last lap to win this race. I mean, let's take a look at it again. He and Monaco were side by side coming off the second corner right there. And at this point, right there, Fogler ducked to the inside lane. I thought he and Deaver was going to make a big shove going into the third turn. Batson blocked him off, and now this was oh my gosh. They came to start finish line, and I should have stayed. We're gonna stay with this view right there. Fogler ducked inside. He made the move at the right time. Here they came to the start finish line. So here they came to the start finish line right there. And look at this battle between the 28 and the 90 cars. Oh my. You could not have cut that any closer than that. Margin of victory was 1/1000th of a second at the line at an average of 192.104 miles an hour. It is Keith Batson beating out Caleb Fogler by that margin, the closest margin of victory ever in the Castrol GTX Cup Series at Daytona. At least we had a dead heat at Talladega one time with Chris Dollerton winning that race a few seasons back. Oh my gosh, what a finish that was as Keith Batson becomes the second two-time winner this season so far, taking the Davey Allison towards the victory lane. Rest of the finishers for you. Eric Monaco comes on third. Kyle Matthews fourth. Fifth will go to Cole Deaver. Sixth to Austin Reed. Seventh will go to Dylan Potey. Eighth, Tori Gossett. Ninth to Nathan Orman. 10th to Colin Cropley. 11th to Alan Liara. 12th to John Andrews. 13th, Trent Dunham. 14th to Aubrey Scott. Then 15th to Raphael Leduc. 16th to Laura Chung. Noah Sewell 17th. 18th to Seth Cole. 19th, Lyle Austin. 20th to Reggie Fogelman. Cody McGurk 21st. 22nd to Jessica Shelton. 23rd to Mike Becker. 24th will go to Dylan Young. Paul Minnick 25th. 26th goes to Quentin Moore. Joshua Osborne 27th. 28th will go to Zachary Fitzwater. 29th to Charles Sanford. Tito McCoy comes home in 30th position. 31st will go to Wes McCoy. Then Alexander Rowe, 32nd, 33rd to Ryan Brummer, 34th, Andrew Miller, 35th, Christian Bracken, 36th goes to Ben Cohen. And the disappointment there, Mitchell Hodak, who was going to be the pole sitter for the event. He had a camshaft failure that knocked him right out of the race. A broken camshaft before the green flag even fell to start that race there. A tough break for Mitchell Hodak. But that finish just made up for the whole thing right here. Unbelievable here. Keith Batson goes to victory lane in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth Story Still Cup Series, the main series on this channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth Series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going on in future seasons of the series. And also be sure to check out our channel that's in the series offline. The channel being X86753985X. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Special Mobile Cup Series. And also to check out and subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff. And also subscribe to the channel that he and Kyle Matthews does together. That channel being We the Coasters. If you are a roller coaster / theme park / amusement park fan, then We the Coasters is the channel for you. And also subscribe to that. So subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff, and also subscribe to the channel you're watching right here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Daytona. Congratulations once again to Keith Batson, the winner of the Pepsi 400. And for now, this is James Colson in production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 11 years of Offline Racing Express. We'll see you at Pocono, Pennsylvania for the FreightAuctions.com 400.